St. Peter's Basilica is known as the headquarters for the Roman Catholic Church. It was under construction for about a century. After the construction of St. Peter's Basilica, it stood over 452 feet tall in Vatican City, thanks to the 6 architects who worked on it over the century. When first walking into St. Peter's Square, many people first see the large dome sitting on top of St. Peter's Basilica. Aside the large dome are 2 smaller domes. These 3 domes are a symbol for the Holy Trinity, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. The base of every dome is a circle. The circle is seen as the symbol for the eternal nature of God. Domes weren't first seen in the Renaissance, but in the ancient Roman architecture. The dome wasn't the only idea that the architects of the basilica took for as inspiration. Surrounding each arm of St. Peter's Basilica are Greek columns. Both domes and columns are still found in many buildings today, thanks to the influence that Greek and Roman architects had on the world. The plans for the basilica included a 3rd arm to create an effect of being surrounded while standing in St. Peter's Square. This made people think that the church was welcoming them. In the end, the 3rd arm was never built. During the Renaissance, many people's values were changing, and so was the church. The change in plans for the basilica show how the change can be led to better things, such as a better view of the dome. As seen in the aerial view of St. Peter's Basilica, you can see the sun, the earth, and the moon. During the Renaissance, new ideas of science were developed. Galileo was the first to question the orbit of the planets. Although the church was questioned during the Renaissance, these new ideas of science kept popping up. The most important symbol of St. Peter's Basilica is the lock and key. As seen in the photograph, St. Peter's Basilica is the key, while the lock is St. Peter's Square. St. Peter was chosen by Jesus to be the first pope of the Christian church. He was given the keys to the first church. Taking a closer look at the space right in front of the basilica, you can see that there are many circles and many different shapes, sizes, and colors. From top to bottom, there are 7 little circles. From left to right, there are 3 little circles. The sum of the numbers 3 and 7 is 10. Moses was given the 10 commandments on stone tablets. Moses is often seen with 3 on one stone and 7 on the other. Back to the front of St. Peter's Basilica. The number 3 is apparent all over St. Peter's Square and Basilica. There are 3 main entrances of the basilica, symbolizing the Holy Trinity. All of the different symbols, numbers, and people throughout St. Peter's Basilica go against the secular ideas of the Renaissance by strengthening the ideas of the church through these religious symbols, numbers, and people.